I didn't know why I came so far. Was I blind or did I not these moments? And my way walked away, that I just got so sick of it. Then the way that I went from there, give it I can't see you no more. And you let it go.
Looks like the fifth dragon bird. Double African dragon. Blue shot pa lang. And a two-man. Glacier.
Will he get the Glacier here? No! One Dragon does go into Mansky's side. There's Equalizer in the back line. Cataclysm actually, a 5-man!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Pro Gaming Series Week 13. Again, we're at the second game between Empire X and Imperium Pro Team Blue. Again, I'm GS Amplifier.
And I'm GS Riku.
Again, welcome back. And congratulations sa nanalo kanina ng match and win, as well as the share and win. Grabe, nakakainggit. Because the one who won, FYI sa mga hindi nakakaalam and who just made it here now, the one who won the match and win got Shockblade Z, Pool Party Lulu, Void Fizz, Project Yasuo, and Snow Day Syndra.
I love Snow Day Syndra.
Yeah, me too. It's every mid lane's dream. And sadly, it's not me who got it. Hindi pa pati sumali. But anyway, congratulations to the one who won that. And again, this is brought to you by our sponsor, Booster C, the official shot of the PGS. Boost your focus, boost your game. All right, now we're going to be back in Game 2 with IPT Blue and Empire X. Again, officially, hindi na makakapasok yung Empire X to the playoffs.
Sadly.
And IPT Blue definitely has a chance. If they win this second game, they'll get 12 points, which means they'll be second place beside Celestial, who's first place.
And also, before we proceed to the picks and bans, I'd like to do a shout out to Sir Francis from Iloilo from Empire X. Hello there, Sir Francis.
Hello. All right, so we're going to enter the pick and ban phase right now. Again, welcome back. This is Game 2 between Empire X and Imperium Pro Team Blue.
Grabe, this is the fourth time we're gonna see a ban on Poppy for today.
Yeah, that's true.
Was Poppy banned at the previous game ba?
Yes. Oh, wait.
No.
Was he banned the previous game? I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's the third time today that Poppy has been banned, so no Poppy.
Oh, wait, no. Tama. He was banned. Empire X have banned Poppy to target Yux. It was a respect ban. So
hanggang ngayon, looks like they're respecting Yux here.
even with a nurse onto Poppy already, with the cooldown on the E and the damage on the Q, still, it's a force to be afraid of.
Of Yux.
Yeah.
And I wonder though if they're gonna run, kasi IPTB is super flexible in terms of team comps, so they can shift damage threats. For example, Yux can be utility, he can go Nautilus, or he can go carry like the Quinn. Meanwhile, Rebecca can also do the same. He can go Kindred, but then he can go Rek'Sai. So IPTB is a very flexible team in terms of shifting their damage threats.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice advantage for a team.
Exactly. And meanwhile, IPTB right now bans Zac, Malphite, and Lulu. I guess it's the standard. They don't want... kasi parang nagiging one-trick pony yung AEX, and they have been experimenting on the Gen V with the... Kasi Gen V here has been really good in terms of positioning, and they feel like champions that would complement comps that would center around Gen V, which is the Malphite and the Lulu. So they want to prevent that one. So they took Nautilus away from Yux, and they have Gen V on an Ezreal. I'm not sure. Parang he's more of the Vayne type. We've seen him carry the game with the Vayne in the late game.
That's true.
But he's still pretty consistent naman sa performance niya. Meanwhile, we have Lissandra can be picked elsewhere, can be mid, can be top, can be a Chomp or Yux. We still don't know. Meanwhile, that's a Corki as well. So many flex picks coming in from Team IPTB as well as... Actually, wala rin sa AEX.
Yeah, actually, Empire X gave up yung ban on Nidalee and replaced it with Gangplank. So now Rebecca immediately taking the chance to get that Nidalee, which has seen pro play in other regions. We saw Ezreal first pick there kasi nga it's a possible flex pick for Empire X, either on Carl or Gen V. The Lulu was banned on the side of IPT Blue. Then kasi since they're not getting the first pick, they don't want to have to be forced for Empire X to lock in Lulu and then be forced to take Kog'Maw, I guess. So it's better than for them to ban the Lulu straight up.
Straight up, because it bans a bunch of possibilities. Because, for example, if you want to run the Lulu and the Jinx and the Lulu and it cancels pretty much most of the stuff that runs with those. So looks like they might go with the Twitch again.
That's nice.
We've seen Gen V very effective on the Twitch, except the fact na other lanes were losing. So it was hard to complement and transition him safely towards the mid game and team fights. And well, we see that Lucian is being picked up here by IPTB Raze, which isn't new. Kanina si Raze naglaro, diba?
Yes, on the Lucian as well.
On the Lucian as well. So Braum yung support naman niya from the previous game. So I'm assuming this could be a support Morgana. Shadow has been really, really effective in Morgana. I mean, MPGL 7, marami siyang ginawang steals with the Dark Bindings, Baron steals, which is really a game changer. And I think Shadow on Morgana works really well as well.
Yeah, that's true. And I'm actually just glad na may iba ng AD carry. Kasi we always see Ezreal and Lucian. Ezreal, Lucian. So it's actually really nice to see Twitch in this game, which used to be an extremely popular pick. Sometimes medyo nilalaro pa rin siya. Like for example, for people who have niche picks for Twitch, like sila Imp, for example, and stuff. But it's actually quite rare to see Twitch mains these days because the rat was nerfed to the ground, underground. So it's quite rare sometimes to see. But he did receive buffs not so recently, some time ago, and I guess he's still pretty viable. I guess it depends na rin siguro on how Empire X helps this rat to get out of the ground.
Exactly, and how they will play around the Twitch. I mean, you normally want to use Twitch in making the picks.
Yeah.
For example, catching a person off guard here, can catch burst someone down. Like for example, Lucian just farming casually, just biglang surprise.
Yeah. Or even in Nidalee's own jungle, for example.
Exactly. Yeah. We might see that from Genry, but the thing is that the scary part is that Twitch needs some sort of escape after that. So if ever it's gonna be troublesome. There's a Lissandra there. There's a Dark Binding there. There's a lot of people that will burst him down, knock him down.
Actually, so much dive potential here from IPT Blue.
There's the LeBlanc, there's the Morgana, there's Lissandra. So I'm really scared for this Twitch. But you gotta still... Wait, hold up. Is that a
What are the lanes?
top? Yeah, wait, what are the lanes?
No, I'm guessing...
It's a mid? Zyra?
Wait, who's the Nautilus
jungle?
Support. Okay. So that's gonna be an Ezreal top lane, Nautilus jungle. That should be a Janna support.
Yeah, that should definitely be.
Okay, wait. So let's put this into a bit of context. Because keep in mind that at this second game, Empire X can no longer make it to the playoffs. And sometimes what we tend to see is that when a game no longer means anything for making it to the playoffs, people start to make experimental cheese picks. Like I remember ata yung Mineski when they played in the GPL, I think before, and then they went for a Serath AD carry thing at bot lane.
Yeah, there's a Master Yi, there was a Malphite somewhere.
Yeah, so teams tend to do that, and we're gonna see Janna AP mid in this game.
Really?
Yeah, so it's locked in.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, it does. It's nice to see cheese picks like this every now and then.
Yeah, at the PGS as well. So I'm not, I love to analyze. But it's hard to, try to make something of this. I mean, we've seen AP Janna work for, not in competitive, but in our normal games.
In our normal solo queue games where we just, forget to switch between the roles and end up, ay, pre, di tayo nakapag-switch. Sige, AP mo na lang yan. Sige, AP runes ka na lang.
Pwede naman yan.
Yeah, so it's gonna be difficult though kasi Janna is gonna be going up against a LeBlanc.
Exactly. So,
and that's hard.
Yeah, I'm guessing Janna is just gonna play passively, just put on the Eye of the Storm every time. Chalk would go in with a combo, with the distortion and the Q. So walang gagawin, especially Nautilus as the jungler. So it's gonna be hard to try and kill on the mid lane, get a kill on the mid lane.
That's true.
But I guess it would be understandable to get a kill on the top and bot. But mid, I'm not really expecting AEX to be on top of that.
Yeah, that's true. I guess yung mahirap lang din, like if you look at the bot lane, it also looks pretty hard because Twitch doesn't trade that well against the Lucian.
Exactly.
Plus, the Black Shield also denies the roots coming in from Zyra. So that would be a pretty difficult bot lane. I guess the safest lane would be top because Ezreal can just keep queuing, which outranges pretty much the queue of Lissandra. So that's pretty safe.
And there's also the Arcane Shift, just in case, Revenga comes in and tries to put more pressure up top.
That's true. So the composition have been locked in again. This is the second game of Week 13 in the Pro Gaming Series, the battle between IPT Blue and Empire X.
Yep.
IPT Blue won the first game, and they if they still win this next one, they definitely have a chance. Actually, they're already locked in to the playoffs pretty much if they win this game.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, pretty
IPT
much.
Blue? So what are your predictions for playoffs, by the way? I'm just curious.
Wait, ano nga ba? Right now, 13 points yung Celestial.
Yeah, they're the first
And
place.
then Mineski has 10 points. And then there's Naga, who has 10 points
Yeah.
also. So, my prediction.
They still have a fight with Mineski, right?
That's actually going to be really freaking huge.
Oh my god.
Because there are actually so many scenarios that can occur in the for those who are wondering, Naga versus Mineski is next week. So in the following Friday, we're gonna have the final week of the Pro Gaming Series, and we're gonna find out who will be in the playoffs. If we could just take a look at the standing right now, no, para we can take a look at the points properly. So if you take a look at the standings right now, we'll see yun, Celestial is at first place, and then IPT is at second place with 11 points. If Imperium Pro Team Blue will win the second game, they'll climb up to 12 points, meaning the first 3 places will be locked in. Pero that's not considering Naga and Mineski's points yet. If assuming, let's say hypothetically, for example, Naga wins 2 games, then they will be tied with Celestial to take the first 2 places. Imperium Pro Team will drop down, and IPT Blue will take 3rd place. So actually, it's useless for me to ramble on about this because there's still a lot of possibilities really with all these 10-pointer people. Like, it's really still something to think about.
Yeah, we still don't know if there's going to be a 1-1, if there's going to be a 2-0.
Yeah, actually, and the most interesting part, if it's 1-1, is that means there's a 3-way tie between IPT, Mineski, and Naga. All at 11 points. So that means if Imperium Pro Team Blue wins this game at 12, the 3 of them will all be fighting for second and third, for 3rd and 4th place.
Place of the playoffs.
So next week is an extremely important week for the PGS to find out who will lock into the playoffs.
Man, I think this is the closest. We've experienced 3 splits so far, and this is the most unpredictable.
That's true. That's true. So many newcomers like Celestial and Naga finally, seeing a glimpse of the playoffs, within the reach. Actually, Celestial's pretty much already locked into the playoffs, and they only entered the PGS this season.
Exactly.
So it's really huge, and knowing that the previous final, or like the previous finalists, for those who don't know, yung previous finalists for their Rampage were Mineski and Imperium Pro Team. So to see that those 2 teams might not even make it to the playoffs is really huge because it's actually great to see.
Yeah,
that
very
there are a lot of
refreshing.
new competitive teams that are scaring our veterans right now. It's healthy competition.
It is.
Yeah.
So guys, we are gonna head on to the Rift soon.
Yeah, and hopefully, Empire X goes off with a bang, even with this last game. Hopefully we'll see.
Magandang exit.
I want to see a Jana AP mid penta kill or something like that. Pero,
highlight right there, Booster C.
Yeah, exactly.
Genius plays right there.
All right, we're in the Rift right now again. This is week 13, almost the final week of the Pro Gaming Series. But as we approach the playoffs, we're going to head into the game right now. That's going to be the blue side, Empire X. That's going to be Kai in the top lane with Ezreal, Tam in the jungle with Nautilus, Calculated in the mid lane with Jana, and for the bot lane, that's going to be Gen V and Cannon with Zyra and Twitch.
Meanwhile, on the red side, we have Imperium Pro Team Blue. On the top lane, we have Yux with the Lysandra. In the jungle, we have Nidalee with Rebenga. In the mid lane, we have Chak with LeBlanc. And for the bottom lane duo, we have Raze with the Lucian and Shadow with the Morgana support.
Alright, so medyo aggressive yung start dito ng Empire X. They've all been spotted out actually, kasi may Warden nakalagay doon, but they'll be checking out the blue buff and showing off their nice taunts of tier 5. And I guess medyo comfort pick din siguro yung parang theme nila this game. Taking in their comfort picks. Tier 5 on Kai's Ezreal. Yeah, they're just gonna enjoy this last one. Pretty much.
And I think Canon has used Zyra before. They won this against Celestial Esports. It was the first week of the PGS, and it was Zyra support, then Brand mid on Calculated. It was really Canon's performance there with the Zyra was really impressive. And this is really interesting. Jana, my love, in the mid lane, though.
Yeah, and I guess Canon, sobrang hilig niya actually sa mga parang squishy skill shot supports.
Utility, crowd control.
Yeah, like Morgana and oh my.
It's,
oh no,
the
Raze is
binding.
actually gonna lock down Genevieve along with Shadow, and he's getting very low. The flash is forced at 1 minute and 40 seconds.
Man, they really love doing this to Gen V. This isn't the first time we've seen a sneaky kill. Diba kanina parang nagfa-farm lang yata ng Gromp si Gen V the
and then
previous
he
game.
got killed.
That was so awkward.
The rat
though.
just getting a taste of his own poison, and he'll
Exactly.
be losing that flash for the early game. And Shadow, a bangers lang.
Oh my god.
into that bot lane with the support not there. And he's going to be walking all the way back to lane and probably going to miss a wave.
Yeah, the zoning by Morgana here, not a good start for Gen V.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a third binding for now.
Oh my, there's the Ignite. Actually, and wow, a flashless bot lane at 2 minutes in for Empire X right now.
Yeah, haven't even reached their level 2 spikes yet. And right now, it's very, very difficult for... It's very, very difficult for... What do you call this? There is. So there is right now. And yeah, let's go back to the bot lane. You know, actually, up top. Now we're at bot.
Yeah, so we'll see. Again, this is going to be a flashless bot lane for 2 minutes and 40 seconds. So things will actually be pretty difficult for Empire X during this stage of the game. And that's not what we needed kasi gaya na sinabi natin kanina, medyo mahirapan yung Empire X at this point kasi that's a Twitch who's not that strong compared to Evolution.
Yeah, exactly. And they're super, super behind right now. Here comes the first gank.
Yuk's almost getting caught out there, but the hook is actually going to land, and Yux is getting locked down, and he's going to be flashless as well in the top lane.
Wow, so many summoners burned for in a short span of time. But of course, at the disadvantage, Gen V. But nicely done, Black Shield, just to cancel the slow.
Yeah, a little bit late for the root there from Zyra, but they will be kept safe for this part. For now, I guess, medyo wala pa tayong masyado makikitang plays other than this bot lane, which will be a battle of skill shots, pretty much.
And right now, you can see Nidalee moving over to the red of the jungler Tam, because you can't really expect Nautilus to be really fast clearing at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
And especially Rebenga, really comfortable in the Nidalee pick to actually try and make a sneaky play. Boom.
Oh, he gets him with the spear and runs away.
Wala lang.
Nanginis
Poke it wrong.
Alright, and Jeffy actually getting very low again. The heal is popped. Remember, he does not have flash and raise. Oh my gosh, he goes down. The poison and the ignite are way too much for him to handle, and Shadow is being poked by the plants as well. Wow, I don't think he saw that one coming.
Yeah, super aggressive and confident, not respecting the damage coming in from both players here. Kind of nagsaspam ng laugh. So yeah, just as I have said previously, Cannon's performance on the Zyra really showing up right now from their first ever game to their last
game.
So yeah,
it's quite
nice.
nice.
It's really nice. So Yux without that might be in trouble here.
Shock just putting a little bit of pressure. At this mid lane, he does have a slight CS lead, but it doesn't really mean that much towards this part of the game. There's a Nautilus with another flash forced from Shadow. And yep, that's going to be another flash gone.
all flashes being burned early on to the game. And it's really nice that the Nautilus here applying so much pressure for AEX's side. Just as I've said earlier, we won't see that for the mid lane kasi nga, how can you kill that LeBlanc?
Yeah.
It's just a Nautilus and just a Janna. Well, I can't believe I just said that, just a Janna. No, it's not just a Janna, it's a Janna.
It's the Janna.
It's the Janna.
Yeah, but for this part, yeah, she's really going to have quite a difficult time. Just keep using that Eye of the Storm, and Kai still trying to poke out Yux here, but he is running a bit out of mana.
Yeah, but look at that, Chalk actually being pushed on to her own lane, onto her own tower. Meanwhile, they go in!
Oh my goodness, you jumped into your death, Kai.
Yes, yes, he did. And that is 1-for-1 kill pa naman. It's okay. At least na-relieve yung pressure kasi Yux has been sort of losing the lane, and that will easily help him catch CS. Oh my god!
Mega damage. Okay, no, he's not gonna die.
Yeah, of course. It's okay.
Okay, so Chalk putting down the chains right now. Bengal will definitely land. Whoa, there's the Monsoon to save himself from the burst, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough. Rebenga is gonna get quite low, and so will Chalk. They're gonna be backing out, and the ignite calculated gets the kill down before Chalk does, and that's gonna be another kill for Empire X.
Showing us some skills, boys. AEX is back in town. It's their last game, and grabe yung pinapakita nila.
Yeah, that Monsoon was quite nice coming from calculated. Probably caught Rebenga off guard, and they weren't able to burst him down in time. Medyo nagkulang din kasi yung mana ni Chalk during that fight. So it was a bit questionable of a fight, and well, let's just say the right things happened at the right time.
Yeah, it's sort of yung parang you're gonna let your guard down kasi nga, oh, it's a Janna, man.
Yeah,
it's an Ezreal
just
Doppler.
a Janna.
It's just
and then boom!
Boom! Oops. Kasi parang you tend to underestimate the enemy if you know that it's their last game and parang they're trying these experimental cheese picks.
Oh my gosh. Like, can you imagine if IPTB actually loses this game?
What's gonna happen?
Then I don't think they can reach the playoffs anymore. So That would put me on 100% full tilt if I were to lose this game
Yeah.
to a bunch of cheese picks,
Exactly.
which are actually seemingly very comfortable for Empire X.
Yeah.
They should not underestimate, never underestimate your opponent, no
Exactly.
matter the circumstances.
Yeah, I call it the Kampante syndrome. I mean, when
Yeah,
you go
yeah.
ranked gaming and then, ay, panalo na to,
Ah,
guys.
that Campante syndrome, the
Yeah.
nightmare of every player.
Exactly. Parang, huwag na tayo Kampante, guys. Ganun. And yeah, you gotta listen to your teammates once they remind you na you gotta end the game kasi or else they might catch up, they may come, and you might lose the game. So
Yeah.
Anyway, this is their game, AEX versus Imperium Pro Team Blue. And right now, we will see Rebenga here at the bottom side. Really nice ward placements by IPT Blue. Really aiming for that counter jungling and just trying to eliminate all the resources Tam can get. As of this moment, he's getting the blue buff.
Yeah, because yung parang difference in jungle clear for talaga from Nidalee and Nautilus, 38 to 26 right now.
Exactly.
And she is definitely ahead in terms of the jungle items. She already has the Tracker's Knife, so she will be setting in deeper vision for IPT to make a couple of picks.
Yeah, and obviously AEX on the defensive with their wards. Nothing too aggressive there. They don't know where Nidalee is as of this moment. Actually, hindi nila ma-predict na yung jungle path ni Nidalee kasi she's been practically everywhere kanina
Yeah.
pa. And whoops!
Malalaman na ni Tam when he gets to his jungle, ay, wala
Ay,
na.
wala na! Dito galing si Nidalee.
Yeah, that's the worst part really.
Exactly.
When you get to your buff and it's not there.
It's not there anymore. There's no red buff anymore there,
Yeah.
Tam.
I guess that's the worst part about taking yung mga tanky junglers natin that really lack clear.
Yeah.
It's when you fight a Nidalee, you'll be running to empty camps
Yeah.
pretty much a lot of the time.
It's gonna delay your items, gonna delay how tanky you are. Meanwhile, Dynamo, that's just Nidalee casually staying there. Whoopsie daisy!
Wow, the ult actually activated by both of them, and will it be enough? No, it will not. The Dark Binding is gonna miss, and the Culling actually to even out that entire trade. So a lot of ults burned there, but the ult from Shadow is still up.
Yeah, and right now we will see Nidalee get spotted by a ward. Yux actually goes in, but will not able to lock down Kai.
Yeah, Kai shifting out just in time for that one, and still no pressure around Dragon or Rift Herald right
Yeah.
now. So things are still looking pretty even. But in CS though, bot lane IPT Blue definitely has the lead at 72 to 65, but
Yeah.
every other lane still looking pretty even. The blue stolen there by Tam.
At least nakabawi siya. I mean,
Yeah.
you got my red buff, I get your blue.
Yeah.
So it's a, I guess it's a trade somehow calculated. Will not be able to get the Howling Gale in, but patience is a virtue. Tam is sitting nice and pretty.
Janna got the Dark Seal. So she's looking to build that Mage Eyes
Oh my.
and blow you away. Pretty
Exactly. But the Zephyr actually is pretty painful for poke. It's a targeted skill.
Yeah.
You can't miss that one. And right now, hindi pala nakuha ni Nidalee yung buff na red. Wala pala siya nun. Just getting the Krugs pala earlier. So, I guess, na-spot out siya dito ng ward. So, they know where Nidalee is. They know what are they gonna do with this information. That means probably actually Kai can probably go. Actually, shove naman pala yung lane sa ano niya. So, he's out.
Yeah, we'll see if IPT Blue decides to make any kind of play, because they are already past level 6 and
Exactly.
sobrang lakas ng comp na to when it hits mid-game. This comp will literally explode during mid-game with Lucian, Nidalee, LeBlanc, and Sandra, all pretty much, actually all of them will all spike towards mid-game.
Yeah.
So I'm waiting to see when they decide to take advantage of that spike.
Exactly. And ito naman si Kai, he's not applying pressure naman on Yux. Yux can go do the teleport play from behind the brush. And looks like IPTB is actually setting up. They have established, pink ward there in that brush to make sure there's no counter teleport. There's the advanced wards in the brush just in case go Gen V and Cannon goes really advanced. But here comes Rebenga, maybe finding a pick or burning a flash maybe.
Yeah, and at least this time wala siyang... Oh, there's gonna be the lockdown and Kai pretty much gonna get bursted down. Just like that, the Cougar finds its prey and they're gonna be able to take him out. They now have advantage in terms of numbers for Dragon.
Yeah, just as you said, here comes the burst. Oh my god.
Oh wow, there's the ult and it locks up Shadow. The calling! Shelby takes every single bullet and he's gonna go down. It's gonna be another numbers advantage for IPT Blue.
My. So they didn't even need the Lissandra there. It was just them doing wonders with their binding. Shadow really stepping up his Morgana game.
Yeah,
And
the bind game is on point.
the bind games, yeah. And the thing is, Morgana is one of those picks. Oh, hold that thought.
Oh, wait, Cannon's gonna get bursted down as well. Actually, no, he's gonna be alive. The TP does push him back, and Shadow with the Thunder Lords finishes him off. And this may be a Dragon for Rift Herald Shade, but Chalk is still there along with the rest of his members.
Yeah, just gonna scare Chalk away as well as the Lucian. So they have given Lissandra the Rift Herald buff, and they could easily push this down. Wala na pala siyang mana. She's probably just gonna go home and go regen.
Yeah, but the hard part is that Kai doesn't
Rebenga.
have his ult, and Rebenga's here, so this might just be a turret.
That's
Kai
true.
is a little bit too far right now, but he will be spotted out with that deep ward from Rebenga.
So many wards on the top side in one area, even. So chains will not connect.
Yeah, a little bit of a trade there, and Nautilus, Tam, and Kai are finally going to respond to this top lane. Wala na rin mana actually see you, so
Yeah.
they're probably going to have to back off of that one.
Whoop.
And almost hitting there. But
Oh.
we'll see.
Calculated actually doing a good job here.
Whoa!
Wow, dashing in towards the Howling Gale, gets knocked up, fully charged.
Yeah, FYI, masakit din ang hangin, guys.
Yeah.
Do not underestimate that.
Yeah, the fully charged one, especially AP Janna. So Athene's and Holy Grail completed. That's some nice MR magic resist for the Janna against the LeBlanc, at least trying to expend. Parang it takes more for LeBlanc to parang kill
Yeah.
Janna in terms of trying to poke out. So maubos na siya ng mana somehow.
Yeah, actually, I bet si Chalk probably feels so starved right now. Like, guys, pingay naman ng kills, 13 minutes na, wala pa rin. 3-3. Wala man lang akong kill sa isa mang kill dyan sa 3 kills na yan. So,
Exactly. And even kompleto na yung Morelonomicon, parang hindi pa natin nakikita yung... Kasi he's mostly pushed, shoved sa lane niya.
Yeah.
And so Janna is Calculated is keeping him on a leash.
Yeah.
So hindi siya makapag-roam or try to assassinate anybody. And that's why she's stuck in the lane.
yeah.
Si
Plus,
Chop.
Rebenga has been focusing on putting around vision more than ganking this mid lane din
That's
eh.
true.
So, they're having a bit of a... Well, let's just say they're not really focusing on snowballing Chalk right now. And Tam is actually here, but Yux will be able to safely get away. Rebenga's also setting up this Dragon. Scuttle is in their favor. And we'll see if they decide to take that anytime soon.
And it's too bad though that Yux wasn't able to maximize the Rift Herald buff that they got. Wasn't able to take down a
that's true.
turret. Expended so much mana, forced to go back. At least, even though Kai had to walk back with Tam as well, it denied the turret taking, and I guess that is well played then for on AEX side.
So, yun talaga yung mahirap eh. If you don't time the Rift Herald correctly, yung return of investment niya, sobrang baba niya
Yeah.
actually. So, we'll see very few teams actually, well, not very few, but let's just say not every team can time the Rift Herald perfectly so that you can get objectives all the time.
Yeah. So I guess it's ano lang, parang consolation prize kasi it's available for taking. There's nothing else to take. Why not just get it? So
Yeah.
it's okay.
So, this Dragon is now receiving a lot of attention. And we'll see if anyone decides to take it soon, though. Vision still not that strong for both teams. It's still only around the area.
The Riverside.
Yeah.
And you can tell the priorities of these these teams here. Kasi blue wards, that's for AEX. They're on the top side pala. Oh, there are some pala din on the bot lane. So, not bad. Forget about that.
Yeah, but let's see. This stage of the game is actually kind of awkward kasi Ezreal's still looking to farm and stack the tier. And at the same time, Twitch hasn't gotten a single core item yet.
Yeah.
So actually
RFC.
there you go. So it's actually interesting grabbing the RFC ahead of anything else. Like yung Musar Blade of the Ruined King. But then again, I'm no Twitch main, so I wouldn't know what items to prioritize for Twitch.
Yeah, aiming for the extra range first and
actually imagine the first shot range of your ult plus rapid fire cannon. It's actually really wide.
That's actually good.
Yeah.
And hindi pa natin nakikita na ma-utilize tong the ward here, the teleport here for Gen B. And who got that? It's Kai.
Yeah, it's Kai.
Kai got that. Anyway, Dragon B
it's
started
Dragon.
kasi Nidalee being spotted up at the top.
Yeah, they know that it's being taken though, and Kai is actually very far. He has no TP just yet. And the Envy being used by Gen B there. But I don't know who's going to be able to get this one. There's going to be a 5-man Dragon, and things could be a bit scary here if Tam's able to lock anyone down. Rebenga actually jumping straight into that pit. We'll see if there will be any fights going on here. Tam trying to find an opening, and he hooks the wall. He actually doesn't lock anyone down. The Dragon goes over to Tam. He uses the hook to steal with a smite, and Yux is in a very bad position right now. He's actually pretty much going to go down. Rebengo is dead as well. Raze is down. 3 men down, and that's going to be a winning fight for Empire X, learning to win with these cheese picks, these comfort picks, and Gen V still trying to look for a kill, but they're going to back away with those prizes.
That was so messy from Imperium Pro Team Blue. It was like they were prioritizing the Dragon here, of course. But then in the end, it was what do you call this, Tam getting the smite steal.
Yeah, look at that hook to smite.
Yeah, they just wanted to zone. And that was a nicely placed ultimate from Zyra.
I think
as
he
well.
auto-attacked Rebenga to stun and then smite the...
Oh my god, that was genius by Tam.
That's quite nice.
That was very nice, and Yux tried his best to, what do you call this, zone away the other members of Empire X, and the rest of the members played really well in terms of cleaning them up and scaring them away. So, nicely done, Empire X.
Yeah, nicely done. And I guess in terms of team compositions, medyo mali din yung approach ng IPT. Kasi when you look at their team composition, they're not the kind of team comp that rushes into a 5v5 head-on.
Yeah.
They're more like the team comp that will hit you one by one. But yeah, yun yung nangyari dun eh. During the team fight, they just, met up and then killed each other. And
Exactly.
if you're gonna have that kind of a fight, more or less, Empire X might usually win that unless Yux gets the proper engage, which he didn't.
It did not. Nobody followed the engage up from Yux. Yux ended up just ulting herself.
Yeah.
Kasi yun nga, guys, okay, I'll ult myself na lang. Parang ganun yung
Wala na
nangyari.
akong magagawa dito.
Ano magagawa to dito? So, yeah, well played. Dragon got 3 kills out of that team fight. So,
Yeah, 2 kills to Gen V.
yeah, and they should be careful. IPTB should not underestimate this kasi once their damage falls off, Lissandra, Chalk,
And Raze even.
And Raze as well. Ito yung sinasabi natin, once they get the magic resist, Solari being completed, QSS being there as well, it's gonna be difficult. Holy, oh my god.
Oh, there's again ults being burned, but Shadow's actually gonna be the one to pay. He gets the full stacks of the Venom, and Yux is also gonna pay as well. He does not have he doesn't have the time to ult himself and save himself. It's gonna be a very unfortunate trade, and this Rift Herald is probably gonna go if Rebenga can't get a steal of his own.
Man, IPTB really not respecting. I mean, you should learn already from the Dragon fight earlier that you lost. So, I'm not sure about what the play there. I mean, yeah, you stole the Rift Herald, but you still have to stand on it to get the buff.
That's the
thing,
so
no?
awkward.
Yeah, kasi parang yung inaano natin before, parang, I can send some Rift Herald steal montages, but no, it's not. I guess it's so awkward kasi if it's a compilation of people standing on the Rift Herald.
Ano na? It's like, what do we do here?
What do we do here?
We killed it, but you're standing on it.
Yeah.
So, titigan na lang.
Wala na. So, yeah, that's what happened there. So, parang IPTB should take it easy and stop giving away these unnecessary kills.
Their macro play actually seems pretty weak during this game,
Yeah.
and that's considering na IPT Blue is usually the one na kinakomment natin for yung early
for
game
macro
rotations
play,
and etc. But
Na parang they have a plan from early to mid game.
Yeah,
They have a plan in mind. But this time around, parang it's just like they're just moving without anything. in mind.
We're top Ezreal, mid Janna, and AD carry Twitch so sneaky that they got caught off guard and
What do
gave
we
up
do,
early
guys?
game. Yeah.
And ito pa, you have to consider the fact na parang you tend to get, kampante if you know that the team isn't really parang serious with serious air quotes. I hope you see that, air quotes in their pick. So parang, maybe they became a little lax in their macro
Yun yung
play.
siguro yung problema. Pinerceive nila na hindi sinasiroso ng Empire X just because of the pick and ban. But just because you lock and cheese picks doesn't mean that you're gonna do your best in the game itself. So I don't know if it's IPT underestimating them or if they're just really not
good.
playing that well. Actually,
not playing that well right now.
So we'll see if IPT can get any kind of lead, because for IPT to be losing this stage
At
of the
this point,
game where they
exactly.
should be shining, it's quite weird.
And parang they're expecting kasi Raze to get the kills early on, which is not happening because lagi sila naka-counterplay. They become too aggressive. They suffer from their mistake. They get punished instead. So right now, let's see what Rebenga can do kasi parang he needs to help out bot as of this moment. Although yung CS naman is on the side of Lucian, malayo yung lead. But yeah, it's Rebenga concentrating on, farming and then establishing vision control where the Nautilus is. But let's see though. Sneaky play.
Yux Coming in, there's actually abangers here, double abangers just waiting there. Though I do feel, yep, there's a ping there from Yux, so they know that they're actually there. And the top lane is going to be pushed up just a little bit. Bot lane is also, actually no, most of the waves are pretty much even right now. But we'll see if anyone decides to pressure Baron, which I actually doubt for now.
Yeah.
Though.
Nobody has enough damage at this point of the game, especially on the AEX side. They do have Gen Vs, and actually they have double AD carries naman on their side.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be too risky, and they're very, very squishy at this point. So right now they're just trying to clear down wards, trying to defend, and manage their waves as of this moment. But yeah, right now, it seems like IPTB is just waiting for something to happen instead of making things happen.
Yeah, actually, in-expect ko nga if Nidalee has the ability to put in deep wards, why don't you do that and then have Yux TP in for a play with the Lissandra, maybe flank or something?
Yeah, we haven't seen that yet in the
Yeah,
game. It's
not
already
at all.
21 minutes in, and you usually want to see aggressive plays from IPTB using the Lissandra. I mean, aggressive nga sila Raze and Shadow, but you see what's going on. So this is what they're probably
The
waiting
team
for.
has to be proactive, not just the bot lane.
Yeah.
And Cannon actually eating up all those bullets just to miss the root. And there's going to be the ult, but wow, Cannon's actually left alive, and Gen V on a rampage right now. That's going to be revenge kill from Rebenga, but I don't think he's going to be able to get away with that one. Tam is tanking this turret, and I think Yux may be able to take him out. Rebenga's still trying to run away, but the poison... Ah, wow, he's still running away. Shock flashes in, and they trade flashes. There's another flash, and everyone's flashing. And now that's going to be a root and the kill for Chalk. While he takes down Tam, and Rebenga still trying to run away from the Weather Lady.
Oh my god. I mean, that's an Ionian Boots. That's just gonna be hopping around, going onto brushes. But at some point, I guess Rebenga is gonna get executed. So 1, 2... Wow! Nicely done, Translated! How smooth are you? I gotta... that's genius plays right there, Booster
Oh my
C.
gosh.
That was...
Carl is like, oh, akala mo makakatakas ka, no? Oh, shield ko to. Bye-bye. Alright,
Wow.
so that was, that was a nice play. That was a nice play.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to be 10-5 on the kill score right now, and there's still even gold. However, they did trade turrets. That was going to be a top lane turret for the bot lane turret. And actually, it's still going to be 2-2. There's the turret score. Gold looking pretty even, and Dragon's coming up in 9 seconds right now. Vision looks pretty even from both sides, but again, who will win the team fight?
Yeah, Dragon is about to spawn in a while, and we'll see. Scuttle control, obviously, on AEX side. I just can't get over that calculated. I'm still thinking about that tower. Yeah, it's rare because you see that kind of play, because normally people don't do that. Meanwhile, AEX...
Everyone's grouping at mid now.
Gen V, super great!
Whoa! Wow, so much damage coming off from Gen V. And there's going to be the follow-up from Yux. He actually ults in the middle of everyone, but there's actually no follow-up at all from IPT Blue. He actually suicides in the middle without any follow-up from his teammates. No abilities were effective during that time, and pretty much Empire X gets away with a kill, a mid lane turret, and possibly even Dragon after.
Dude, you know what? AEX there. They are very, very good in terms of punishing you and then snowballing the game to victory. IPTB should really, really stop doing those kinds of engage. I mean, ito na nga yung sinasabi natin. Yes, Yux finally gets the engage he wants, but then parang everybody else weren't on the same page.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Calculated really did a good job on that Monsoon. I mean, pushed Yux away from the rest of the teammates, and he's forced again to ult himself.
Yeah.
Again. So parang just to prolong his life, prolong the fight. And the thing is, yun nga, it was a great counterplay from Calculated, great Monsoon. And thus, IPT wasn't able to do anything, but at least they got a consolation prize here, which is the mid lane turret, probably Calculated's life.
Oh, there's a Dark Binding and a lot of bursts coming in from Chalk, but he's actually going to survive that one. There's not enough damage, and Raze in a really bad position. Chalk trying to dive in, but he's not going to be able to take him out. In fact, he'll probably die himself, almost taking out Kai. There's the spear to snipe him out, but he's also going to go down a 1-for-1 trade, and that's going to be, yeah, pretty much a 1-for-1 trade at the mid lane.
Oh my god, like, it's so back and forth between these two teams, and probably I can feel the greediness from AEX na rin. Parang, the Ludens, they did not expect the Ludens proc there. It killed Kai, and yeah, 1-for-1 trade there, and they got the mid lane turret at least for Imperium Pro Team Blue.
Yeah, parang nahahalata natin, no? I don't think IPT Blue knows exactly what the strength of their team composition is, because they don't, or even if they do, they're not playing around it.
Exactly. And they're supposed to be focusing on one target so that they can move on to the next. But the thing is, nothing is happening at all when they try to make these engages. Normally, you'd want to punish Gen V for being in front, but they did not do that when Yux came in. Gusto niya kasi yung everybody is rooted. Baka yun yung aim nila. But then again, you gotta eliminate the damage dealers, of course. Yes, and the only people that you should worry about right now is Kai and the Gen V. But they gotta worry about yun nga, calculated just ruins all your plans.
Yeah, that's true. And actually, nung unang part pa sana ng game, they could have just been focusing on Gen V alone. Kasi hindi pa gano'n kalakas si Kai. The problem now is that because they didn't make any proactive moves early, well, now they have 2 people to worry about, and I don't think they have enough damage to take those 2 people out.
Exactly. And it's gonna get harder and harder later on. Look at that, 16 stacks of Medjais. And it's gonna be an Abyssal Scepter later on. And I think, yeah. And the thing is, if they're having a hard time already, what if there's the Zonya? Zonya's too late. What if there's the QSS already? The magic resist items on their side. It's gonna be difficult for who got the blue? Oh, Jana got the blue. So it's gonna be difficult for Imperium Protein Blue to try and burst down all these targets. Instead, they're gonna be the ones getting bursted down because they're pretty squishy.
Yeah,
Imperium
the
Protein
whole
Blue.
team of IPT Blue, there's not a single frontliner with any kind of feel at all. When they locked in these champions, they were thinking, guys, we're gonna face roll Empire X with all our damage and with all our CC. But the problem is, when you make a single mistake and Raze, or actually any single one of them is caught off guard. Oh my, Gen V! Will he be able to get a picky? Rebenga's getting quite low, and the Dark Binding saves him just in time to keep him away. The Spear also puts down some damage. And right now, Kai is just trying to defend. Yux is actually split pushing over a top lane right now, and Kai is going to be responding to that one.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can do at this point because they're obviously having difficulties in trying to engage them head on. So, gaya na sinabi mo, Amplifier, they lost their chance. They were supposed to be effective early on to the game. Pagdating ng level 6, they should be super aggressive na play the round the Lissandra, play the round with the LeBlanc in terms of assassinating, bursting people down. But they went past that. The laning phase has been done. And they're having trouble moving around the map now. And very hesitant na in trying to engage kasi they keep getting punished by the Monsoon. I mean, by the Jana, rather.
Yeah, plus actually, I think medyo natatakot na rin mag-roam yung IPT. Kasi Gen V is popping out in random places and trying to kill people. So actually right now, Empire X Gen V on this Twitch is doing what IPT should have been doing during the early game, making those picks and snowballing, but they never did that. And there's a 3k gold lead, and Gen V, oh my gosh, he might just be able to get the kill. Rebenga getting very low, and that's going to be full stacks. He flashes in for the kill, and Gen V, I don't know if he's going to be able to escape. There's the ult to try to save him. There's the double kill, the Monsoon, and he's able to survive and take out 2 targets. Baron is now definitely an objective to contest, and the 2 members of IPT Blue will not be there. Yux dives in for the kill. He gets the ult down finally onto a target, but Yux here is in a pretty dangerous position because the weather's not looking so good. He flashes out just in time. The poison does not finish him off. Meanwhile, the rest of the members are just trying to chase him.
Movement speed, 1 normal attack. Nicely done. There's the Q. Howling Gale. But nicely done by AEX once again. So they know that they have their power spikes. They know that they're in the lead. And look at that, 22 Medjai stacks onto the Jana. Very, very confident. And that was a nice play. I think that's the 3rd genius play from Booster C from AEX right now.
Yeah, Frost Queen's claim to pick 2 people down. That's nice.
It synergizes super well with Twitch. Looking for a pick, diba? Parang just follow the ghost, just follow the ghost.
Actually,
right?
The ghost is like your guidance to
Guide,
the kill.
and it slows him down.
Follow me for free kills.
Ganun yung dating. So I'm really, really liking AEX's strategy here, and I feel like they are gonna force this through and through, especially that the another objective that is gonna spawn. The waves are shoved, are being prepared right now by AEX, so shoved in favor of the Empire as of this moment.
Yeah, 5 turrets up for Empire X right now against the 3 turrets of IPT. They were allowed to take second dragon. The buff did its job, and now they're going to take the 3rd for even more movement speed, which means a faster Twitch and a more annoying Twitch.
Exactly.
We'll see if IPT Blue can actually contest this. There are some flank wards. TP is actually up for Yux, but they're definitely hesitant to try and take that one, and actually they just let it go.
They just let it go, let it go. There's the Sandra letting it go.
Yeah, and actually tama-tama.
Yeah.
Very
Yun nga.
thematic.
And top lane might get shoved, super shoved, kasi you'd expect, ayun na, nag-push na lang si Lissandra sa bot side. Genvi getting the red. Everybody's moving really, really fast from Empire X here, and I feel like IPTB is being overwhelmed with the moves that they're doing. And right now, it's them zoning them out with that buff.
There's like 0 damage right
Zero
now.
damage.
Oh!
Oh,
Rebecca gets
Rebecca!
caught with a hook, and goodbye, Cougar. You're going down. You're the prey this time and not the predator. They're going to be pushing in this top lane turret. And meanwhile, Yux is trying to be the split push man. The hook misses, and Ray's trying to keep himself
cannon.
safe while doing some damage. Genvi is actually going to force him away the flash, and he gets the kill on the shadow.
What?
There's even more follow-up, but the original Chalk goes away. The clone is the one that's taken out, and Yux has to be forced to respond with the TP back at the base.
35 seconds, and then 24 on to the rest of the members.
There's another hook, and Yux is going to get caught once again. I don't know if there's going to be follow-up, though. The poison is there, but it won't be able to kill him. And Empire X really looking to take the playoffs away from IPT Blue.
God, is
At
this really
31
happening?
minutes in, there's a few seconds left. IPT Blue, the members are coming up in just a bit. Raze, he's going to get hooked. There's going to be the ult. There's going to be the claw coming in from Yux. They're trying to make a last-minute effort. I don't know if it's going to work, though. There's so much damage coming off, but it's not enough from IPT Blue. Empire X almost aces them out. And ladies and gentlemen, this last game of the day is gonna go to Acclaim Empire X. They go away. They end their games in the Pro Gaming Series with a bang. GG, well played.
Well played. Empire X with the cheese mix. Top lane Ezreal, mid lane Janna and Zyra in the support role. I'm speechless after fire.
I don't know what to say.
What's gonna happen? So IPTB cannot make it to the playoffs anymore?
Let's take a look at the standing first, siguro. So, let's calm down.
Yeah, let's calm down.
Let's calm down. Okay, so let's take a look at the standings for Week 13 so far, and now we can see that Imperium Protein Blue could not 2-0. They have 10 points right now, and we're still waiting for Mineski and Nog Esports to finish off the rest of the week. Now, let's assume, actually, yeah, it's over. Imperium Protein Blue cannot possibly make it to the playoffs because the last game will be between Mineski and Naga, and it's either going to be... Oh, wait. Can we go back to the standing for just a bit? Let's assume that one of the teams here is able to get the 2-0. That means that there will be a tiebreaker for Celestial and Blank for 13 points. One's going to be 11, and then that's 3 placers. That means there will be 2 people who will be 10 points. They will have a tiebreaker. So now, Imperium Protein Blue must pray that one of the teams loses twice next week. If they go 1-1, then it's going to be a 3-way tie to finish off the playoffs, and Imperium Protein Blue will have given up the playoffs.
Dang!
So, ladies and gentlemen, what happens when you don't understand your team composition strengths, when you don't play with them, and you don't play along with your strengths, you give up what could have potentially been playoffs.
Oh my God, this is huge
Yeah,
right
this is
now.
really huge.
And the thing is, it's not in their hands anymore.
It's not.
It's someone else's hands. It's on Naga or Mineski and Mineski's hands. So, wow, Amplifier.
Man, Karkalia really gave them some bad weather today.
Yeah,
on
definitely.
that Janna with insane number of stacks on that Magi. Again, this has been the second game between Imperium Protein Blue and Acclaim Empire X. It was a 1-1. It was a draw between these two teams, and now Imperium Protein Blue are waiting for the final game of the group stage in the Pro Gaming Series 2016 spring season. We'll have Mineski versus Naga next Friday, and we'll be able to see from that day, when it's over, who will be in the playoffs for the Pro Gaming Series.
I'm super psyched for
Oh my
week
gosh,
14.
this hype is...
Oh
my
can it be
gosh.
next week now? I want to see. I want to watch. I bet you guys want to watch too.
Yeah, and man, again, thank you so much everyone for watching. It's been a really exciting set of games for the day. And again, before we go anywhere, we'd like to thank our sponsor, of course, Booster C, the official shot of the PGS, for giving us all this energy.
Yes!
And for helping us get through the week. If you guys need help with your week too, don't forget that's Booster C, the official shot of the PGS. Boost your focus, boost your game. And again, we'd like to shout out everyone at the PGS Rift.
Yes.
And to all you viewers right now, thank you so much for joining us again. We'll see you guys next Friday, 4:30 p.m. to find out who will be in the Pro Gaming Series 2016 spring season finals again. I am GS Amplifier.
And I'm GS Riku.
And we'll see you guys next Friday.
Woo!
I didn't know why I came so far. Was I blind? Did I not this one pass? And my way you walked away, that I just got so sick of it. Then the way that I was from there, giving I can't see you no more. And you let it go.
Looks like the fifth Dragon Bird. Double African Dragon. Blue shot pa lang. And a two-man. Laser. Get the laser here. No. What Dragon does go into Mansky's side. There's Equalizer in the back line. Catapult actually, a 5-man